It will be alright. Hey there, Lymanshire, and welcome to Wednesday, January 6th. So of course it would happen that the day after I upload my video on the subject of my keyboard malfunctioning, I get my new keyboard in the mail. But I still want to keep this old broken one because it actually looks kind of cool. Still not sure what I'm going to do with it. Anybody have any ideas? I might just like hang it up on the wall or something. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Also, major props to my cousin because my camera ran out of batteries yesterday and I had to film that video on a snapshot camera and that did not work for me. It was way too hard to coordinate the technology to do that. But he actually gave me this amazing camera that I envy so much and I couldn't pass up that opportunity. So speaking of packages in the mail, I also got Harry Potter und der Stein der Weisen. On a side note, am I pronouncing that right? Because I know there are a lot of German speakers out there who can probably understand what I'm saying. I'm actually trying to learn German really well by the end of the semester so that when I go to Europe to check out grad schools, I can have a lesson in Germany in German. That would look really good for my audition. So if anybody out there actually speaks German really well, especially native speakers, and want to talk to me in German, I'm not very good at all right now. I can say like, wie geht es Ihnen? But if you're willing to work with me, it would actually be really helpful to talk to somebody who actually like speaks the language, because then I just get better at it a lot faster, and I learned pretty fast, I think. I mean, when I learned German, it only took me like 3 weeks before I was speaking in full sentences to a native speaker, so that would be helpful. Yeah. But the really exciting thing that I also got was the DVD of Up, which is such an amazing movie. I just love this movie. I saw it this summer, made a video about it. It's just so good. Basically, it's hands down my favorite Pixar movie of all time. I mean, as you guys have probably figured out, I'm a really proud Boy Scout, and Russell in that movie is just hilarious. Everybody who's been in Boy Scouts knows somebody exactly like that. And Carl was hilarious as well. But it did lead me to realize that Pixar makes a lot of movies about these odd couples in strange situations. And I know that some of you right now are about to turn into giant squids of anger. And about to tell me that I'm saying that Pixar has no worth or anything because it's formulaic, and that's just simply not the case. I love Pixar movies. I'm just saying that there are a lot of them that work on this idea of odd couples juxtaposed together in situations that they wouldn't normally be in. You know, like Woody and Buzz are antithetical toys that have to find their way home. Mike and Sully are antithetical monsters that have to deliver this baby home. And Dory and Marlin are antithetical fish that have to find Nemo and bring him home. So I guess they are more formulaic than I gave them credit for. But they're just so well done that it doesn't matter. Anyway, the music for Up is also crazy good, and I've basically decided that Michael Giacchino is the best soundtrack writer that I've ever heard. He's just done such amazing stuff, like Lost and the Medal of Honor series. I mean, those are both amazing, and now he's done Up, which is just so good. And Ellie's theme has been stuck in my head for the last like 3 days. You-do-do-do, you-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, weep-boo-do-do-do-do-do. So catchy. But the one thing that frustrates me inordinately about this movie is how emotional I get watching it. I mean, I am not an emotional movie watcher, but in the first 10 minutes of Up, I cannot help but it's so sad. And then at the very end with the Wilderness Explorer ceremony is just so touching, and I don't want to give away the facts for people who haven't seen the movie, but if you haven't seen the movie, shame on you, go watch it. It's so good. It basically runs the gamut of my emotion, but for the most part leaves me like guffawing all over the place. In summary, go watch this movie. It is very good. Other than that, now that I'm wrapping up winter break, let's go review the goals that I had set in the beginning and see how they worked out for me. I said I was gonna write a movement of my string quartet every day. Well, I did that for about 10 days, and then my keyboard started freaking out and I would get a bunch of F's in a row, and that's just not a good way to write a string quartet. But I got 10 of them done, so it's half done. I also haven't finished any books. So lame. But I guess that means it's been relaxing, right? Anyway, I'm heading back to school tomorrow, which means that I'm going to be actually doing things again, which means that I can't make videos as frequently as I have been, which means I'm back to the 2 videos a week schedule because I have to keep that schedule because it was prescribed to me, right? So that's about all I'm going to say about that. And the only other thing that I have is that I have not gotten very many outros, and I'm actually on my last one today, which makes me sad. So just remember, you can make any outro you want, make it Fizzy Lyman themed, keep it to a few seconds, safe and appropriate, and try not to use copyrighted material because I don't want to upload copyrighted material to my page because I'm still like iffy about that. But if you have any ideas, just send them to me at fizzylyman@gmail.com and I'll see if I can get them into my video. But our outro for today was filmed by Joel, also known as the Editing Shop on YouTube. So I'll see you guys next time. Take it away, Editing Shop.
Have a cuppa on Steve.